What happened, it was honestly, it was kind of a weird day. We were going to get our nails done, and right before we left the house, one of the guest rooms.
Gabourey Sidibe, the actress who rose to fame with her Oscar-nominated role in the film Precious, has impressed not only with her talent, but also with her surprising love journey. Despite being famous for her tumultuous and failed relationships, she has still found happiness after the ups and downs. Is Gabourey's love life really what it seems? Watch the video to find out. Before finding happiness, Gabourey Sidibe had a challenging youth. Let's explore her early life. Gabourey Sidibe was born and raised in downtown New York City, but spent most of her childhood in the Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood of Brooklyn before her family moved to Harlem. The profound influence of her parents, especially her mother, shaped Gabourey. However, Gabourey's childhood was not easy. She faced many major challenges from an early age, especially being teased about her appearance. As a child, she was constantly subjected to cruel teasing from her peers, and nicknames like fat were thrown around for a long time. These words not only hurt her emotionally, but also deeply affected her psychologically, creating an unpleasant childhood experience. When Gabourey was around 5 years old, she believed that everything was magical and that children's lives were full of limitless possibilities. But just a year later, when she was 6, reality began to set in. Taunts on the playground and discrimination based on appearance became an integral part of her life. The teasing not only hurt her, but also led to psychological problems that she could not identify at the time. She began to feel anxious and depressed, but did not understand those feelings. Feelings of suffocation and nameless panic attacks kept coming, making her feel out of control. When Gabourey was in 4th grade, her family faced a major shock. Her parents divorced. This event only added to her emotional stress. For a long time, she felt weaker, cried uncontrollably, and felt constant tension build up inside her. These hardships not only hurt Gabourey mentally, but also led to desperate prayers. Instead of wishing for gifts like her peers, she prayed for strength to overcome the pain and deprivation in her life. Gabourey Sidibe used to pray that she could be less sensitive, stop crying so much, and not let other people's words affect her so deeply. She thought her problem was just that she was too sensitive because that's what people told her. She took those words to heart and thought that if she could just toughen up, things would get better. However, Gabourey's struggles were not simply about her sensitivity, but stemmed from deeper issues like anxiety and depression, conditions that she and those around her didn't recognize at the time. It was only much later that Gabourey realized that the panic attacks and deep emotional turmoil she had experienced throughout her childhood and teenage years were manifestations of serious mental health issues, but that there was a deeper element, something unresolved in her mind. Eventually, Gabourey decided to seek help from a therapist, and in the process, she began to understand the psychological issues she had been dealing with since childhood. She recalled a particular memory with her teacher, Mr. Maloff, whom she found particularly engaging. He found Gabourey to be smart, funny, and well-liked, but he also pointed out that she tended to cry for too long when she was upset. During a parent-teacher conference, Mr. Maloff shared with her mother that Gabourey cried for too long when she was upset, as if it was something she could control or fix. Despite these challenges, Gabourey did not give up. She went on to attend Borough of Manhattan Community College and graduated with an associate degree. Although the path was not an easy one, Gabourey also attended the City College of New York and Mercy College, but did not graduate from either. During this time, she worked as a receptionist at the Fresh Air Foundation, a job that was the complete opposite of the acting path that would change her life forever. Gabourey Sidibe's career began with her life-changing role as Clarice Precious Jones in the 2009 film Precious. As a 16-year-old girl facing unimaginable pain and challenges, Gabourey's performance was highly praised by critics and audiences, earning her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama in late 2009. In only 1 month, she was presented with an even more prestigious accolade when she was nominated for an Academy Award in the category of Best Actress. It is possible to assert that the part of Precious was the catalyst that allowed Gabourey to enter the world of film and eventually become a prominent figure in the industry. As a matter of fact, her achievements did not end there. One of the other roles that Gabourey played was in the film Yelling to the Sky, which was produced at the Sundance Lab under the leadership of director Victoria Mahoney. In the movie, she portrayed the role of Latanya Williams, a girl who is the polar opposite of Precious. This was a demanding part and allowed Gabourey to demonstrate her flexibility by portraying a variety of characters, ranging from a vulnerable youngster in Precious to a powerful bully in Yelling to the Sky. She continued to enjoy popularity with her appearance in the action comedy Tower, Heist 2011, in which she featured well-known actors such as Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, and Casey Affleck. Gabourey's career did not end there. Gabourey is given the opportunity to showcase her acting ability in a manner that is utterly fresh, hilarious, and bright through the film's plot, which centers on a group of employees who are attempting to get their money back from a wealthy businessman who has defrauded them. She has also participated in the voiceover for the popular cartoon program American Dad, which is another expansion of her career and demonstrates the variety of work that she undertakes. In addition to her cinematic endeavors, Gabourey has also engaged in the process. During the 7th season of American Dad, Gabourey had the opportunity to further develop her acting profession by providing the voice of a character in the episode titled Hot Water. Stanny Tendergrass, an episode from the 8th season, was the one in which she stretched her versatility by playing a different character. In addition to her work as a voice actress, Gabourey was recognized for her performance in a music video in the year 2013. In the music video for the song, Don't Stop, Color on the Walls by the indie pop band Foster the People, she had a leading role. The video was peculiar and entertaining, and it showcased Gabourey's youthful and free-spirited side. At the same time, she landed a major role on the Showtime network series The Big C, where she played Andrea Jackson, a student mentored by Laura Linney. The role helped Gabourey cement her place in the television industry, giving her the opportunity to work with veteran actors and showcase her impressive acting skills in a long-running project. Despite her huge success, Gabourey has not been shy about the struggles she faced in her Hollywood career, especially in the early stages. In 2012, she revealed that before her breakout role in Precious, she faced a lot of negative advice and skepticism about her ability to succeed in the industry. She shared that while pursuing her dream of becoming an actress, there were times when she felt exhausted and lost. One of the most impactful pieces of advice for Gabourey came from actress Joan Cusack, who is known for her comedic roles in major films. Cusack warned Gabourey that the entertainment industry is too focused on looks, and that those who do not meet popular beauty standards are unlikely to succeed. According to Gabourey, this advice forced her to face the harsh realities of Hollywood, where looks often come first and talent is not always recognized. Gabourey, however, did not let these warnings discourage her. She was determined to continue pursuing her acting career, despite the hardships and prejudices she faced. Cusack's advice reflects a difficult reality in the film industry, where appearance often plays a major role in casting. However, Gabourey did not let these barriers stop her. She was determined to prove that talent and perseverance could overcome Hollywood's narrow standards of appearance. In 2013, she further established her talent by joining the cast of American Horror Story, Coven, a challenging and creative role that proved she could handle a variety of genres and roles in the entertainment industry. In 2015, Gabourey continued to establish her career with a notable role in Lee Daniels' musical series Empire, which aired on Fox. She played Becky Williams. In April 2015, Gabourey's role was upgraded to a main role, reflecting the drastic change in her influence on the show. Like Becky, Gabourey portrayed the perfect combination of strengths. As her career continued to grow, Gabourey continued to innovate and expand her work. In 2015, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt announced that she would be releasing her memoir, which is scheduled for release in 2017. The memoir, titled This Is Just My Face, Try Not to Stare, gave readers an insight into Gabourey's personal life, career, and the challenges she overcame on her way to conquering the entertainment industry. Additionally, in 2016, Gabourey made a brief return to American Horror Story, reprising her role as Queenie in the 5th season of Hotel. This was another milestone in her acting career. demonstrating her versatility in moving from one genre to another. Gabourey's life has been shaped not only by her successful career, but also by profound personal experiences. One of the most important aspects of her journey has been her battle with her body, health, and self-image. In 2017, Gabourey was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which forced her to face the reality of her health and make a big decision: weight loss surgery in 2016. The decision was not an easy one. Gabourey had struggled with natural weight loss for over a decade before deciding to undergo laparoscopic bariatric surgery. The procedure, which she kept secret for months, involved shrinking her stomach, which not only helped her control her food intake but also affected her brain chemistry, making her more inclined to eat healthier. Surgery was more than just a way to lose weight for Gabourey. It was a turning point in her life. It was a way for her to regain her health and ease the anxiety she faced, especially after her brother, Ahmed, was also diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Gabourey's relationship with her body and food had always been complicated before her surgery. As a child, she struggled with anxiety, depression, and even bulimia, all of which were related to her struggles with weight and body image. Therapy became an integral part of her healing process, helping Gabourey overcome years of self-doubt and emotional challenges. In her memoir, "This Is Just My Face, Try Not to Stare," she opens up about these struggles. She admits that for years she couldn't love herself or her body, and was constantly conflicted about how she saw and felt about herself. She was able to overcome these obstacles with the use of treatment, and as time went on, she started to appreciate her natural beauty. She realized that her value was not dependent on the number that appeared on a scale or the reflection that she saw in the mirror. Gabourey has never been shy about speaking clearly about the fact that the choice to get surgery was not made to enhance her appearance. Since a long time ago, she had come to terms with the fact that she was already attractive in her current position. Rather, it was about enhancing her quality of life by enabling her to undertake activities as basic as walking comfortably in heels or executing a cartwheel without experiencing any discomfort. Gabourey considered these to be the most significant victories. Not obtaining a particular weight or size was the primary focus of her efforts. Being able to live her life without being constrained by her physical limits and feeling comfortable in her own body was the goal. Despite the significant changes that the operation brought about, Gabourey maintained her body-positive perspective throughout the surgical procedure. Her biography reveals a sophisticated perspective of beauty, highlighting the fact that her sense of self-worth has never been derived from the approval of others or the expectations of society. Even though she was able to shed some pounds and experience an improvement in her physical health, Gabourey made it very apparent that her ultimate objective was not to have a thin physique. The relationship that Gabourey has with social media offers an additional layer of insight into the continuing process of self-acceptance that she is undergoing. In an essay that she published in 2017, she discussed the complicated feelings that she goes through when she interacts with social media sites such as Instagram. Gabourey, like many other individuals, finds herself trapped between the highs of receiving favorable comments and the lows that follow when the internet becomes critical. She is caught between the two extremes. She went on to discuss how empowering it is to share a photo and receive love and praise from her, while simultaneously anticipating the inevitable reaction that would follow. During her attendance at the NAACP Image Awards, she donned a gown with an African design that she referred to as her soulmate. This is a particularly poignant example of this phenomenon. Even though Gabourey was feeling extremely brilliant and confident in the attire, she was swiftly shattered by the nasty comments that were made about her hair. She confessed that these remarks were the reason she left the event early, making it impossible for her to join the after-party events that she had intended to attend. Despite the fact that she had made progress, she was still subject to the perceptions of others, and this moment of self-doubt served as a reminder of this fact. Gabourey, on the other hand, did not let this incident define who she is. After giving it some thought, she concluded that the only viewpoint that was genuinely significant was her own. She stated that the critical voices that she encountered online were not visible and that their opinions did not have any significant influence over her. It was important for her to remind herself that she had experienced feelings of beauty and self-assurance when she first viewed herself in the mirror, and that this reality remained true regardless of what other people thought. During the days that followed, Gabourey made the conscious decision to concentrate on the positive parts of the event, and she continued to smile any time she viewed photographs from that evening. She realized that her feeling of self-worth was not something that was contingent on the transitory acceptance of social media, but rather on her own internal sense of beauty and power. After undergoing weight reduction surgery, she did not just alter her eating habits to achieve her weight loss goals. Her commitment to a fitness routine includes swimming, working out with a trainer, and even riding a tricycle. She started working with a nutritionist and began her journey toward a healthier lifestyle. These were concrete steps toward a healthy lifestyle, but they also mirrored her more fundamental objective of treating her body with care and respect, which was something she wished she had begun doing much earlier in her life. The author, Gabourey, makes it very clear in her book that she does not consider the surgery to be a fast cure or an easy answer to the problems she has been having with her weight. Rather, it was a little step on a much broader path toward self-love and acceptance of oneself. She understands that she needs to change her connection with food, and she believes that the surgery was part of the catalyst that helped her begin that journey. The true job, however, consisted of learning to love both herself and her body, which was something that could not be accomplished alone by surgical procedures. For her to reach the point where she could affirm with complete assurance, "There is nothing ugly about me," it took her years of introspection, therapy, and continued personal development. I adore life. The hardships and victories that Gabourey Sidibe has had in her romantic life have always been openly discussed, and she has been transparent about the challenges that she has faced while navigating the complex world of dating during her career. During an interview that took place in 2017, Gabourey was questioned about the stage of her romantic life that she was in at the time. She communicated her exhaustion in a funny tone that she was fatigued by the dating procedure. It was clear that she was being really honest when she expressed her exasperation with the never-ending cycle of dating. She viewed the process of finding love as a numbers game that had grown overwhelming, particularly because she was becoming more recognized. Her dating life became more challenging as a result of the fact that she was a well-known person. She saw that certain guys flirted with her for the wrong reasons, which complicated her dating life. They were not looking for a true connection with her. Rather, they were attempting to further their interests through their contact with her. Gabourey voiced her annoyance with guys who flirted with her just to waste her time. She referred to these encounters as relationships, which is a term that she came up with in a comical manner. It was quite evident that Gabourey still sought love. Even though she had a hectic profession, she realized that the majority of the people in her social circle were homosexual men and women, which did not make it easy for her to locate a loving companion. She became aware of the fact that she needed to broaden her horizons and expose herself to the possibility of developing connections with straight guys who may eventually become romantic partners. Having said that, she rapidly came to the realization that she was not interested in meeting new acquaintances. Rather, she was seeking love after she had attempted this. Gabourey spoke on her search for a meaningful relationship and the qualities she was searching for in a mate in a different interview that took place in September of 2017. The fact that she wanted to date was not a secret, and she made it clear that she was well prepared to locate a suitable partner. She claimed that she was ready to get back into the dating scene after taking a break from dating when she relocated to Los Angeles. She had taken a vacation from dating a while ago. Gabourey said that the majority of the people in her social circle were still women and gay men, which meant that she was not organically meeting straight guys who had the potential to become love partners. On the other hand, she was under the impression that once she decided to find love, the heavens would align themselves in her favor. She had a positive outlook on the possibility of meeting straight males who may develop into more than simply buddies. When Gabourey described her ideal companion, she made it quite obvious that she was not concerned with superficial characteristics such as height or appearance. Although she did indicate that she loved guys who were taller than she was, the attributes that were important to her were those that were more profound. Intellectualism, humor, and ambition were all important to her. Specifically, Gabourey was looking for a person who was enthusiastic about life. who took pleasure in their profession, and who had a constructive vision of their future. As a result of the fact that she did not wish to be in a relationship with someone who was perpetually stressed out or dissatisfied with their life, she was attracted to guys who were emotionally, spiritually, and financially balanced. As opposed to her physical looks, she placed far more emphasis on her personality. In addition to talking about the qualities she was looking for in a companion, Gabourey was surprisingly honest about her previous relationships and dating experiences. In her early 20s, she went through a time that she referred to as her hoe phase. During this period, she was not interested in being in a serious relationship. Rather, she was looking for casual experiences due to the fact that it gave her the opportunity to explore her passions and feel secure in herself. Gabourey did not feel any remorse about going through this phase. She mused on the possibility that she could have felt as though she had lost out on some experiences if she had chosen to settle down with the first person she had a romantic relationship with earlier in her life. On the other hand, by the time she reached her 30s, she had already moved past that phase and was prepared for a relationship that was more significant. The refreshingly honest manner in which Gabourey discussed her romantic life struck a chord with a great number of people. Even though she was a prominent person, she did not shy away from discussing the highs and lows of her dating life, including the difficulties that come with dating. Gabourey never lost faith or determination in her pursuit of love, and it wasn't long until she found herself in a committed relationship, despite the challenges she faced. One of Gabourey's most important announcements was made in November of 2020. She had a ring on them. She announced the wonderful news on Instagram, saying that she was engaged to Brandon Frankel. She shared the news with her followers. Those who follow Gabourey were taken aback by the news of her engagement, and in typical Gabourey manner, she made the announcement with a mix of comedy and genuine passion. She acknowledged Brandon as her closest friend and voiced her enthusiasm at the prospect of spending the rest of her life with him. They have first connected using a dating app that was only available to subscribers. Before beginning her relationship with Brandon, Gabourey had a negative attitude toward the prospect of finding a life companion. She couldn't see herself in a relationship with another person in which she had true feelings for them. All of it, however, was altered by Brandon. As a romantic companion, he was all she had dreamed of and more. A humorous, kind, and encouraging person. Gabourey said that she pleased herself with the fact that her preconceived notions about romantic partnerships were shown to be incorrect. The proposal that Brandon made was not only sweet but also considerate. Gabourey, being the perceptive person that she is, had picked up on certain hints leading up to the big occasion, despite the fact that he had spent weeks organizing the best opportunity to propose to his girlfriend. She was able to figure out what was about to happen when she came across a picture of her engagement ring, which alerted her to what was going to happen. On a special day, Brandon prepared a romantic space in his room for his proposal. However, he accidentally left the lights on in the room, which inadvertently revealed his plot to anyone who entered. However, Brandon's proposal still retained a special element of surprise, which made Gabourey's heart stop. One of the memorable details of the proposal was the participation of their pet cats. One of them wore a collar with a cute message, "Will you marry my dad?" This added warmth and emotion to the moment. The event was not only a proposal but also an opportunity for Gabourey and Brandon to express their love for each other and their bond with their beloved pets. This proposal not only expressed affection, but also reflected the nature of their relationship. Sincere love, full of romance and memorable. Gabourey later went public with their relationship in March 2021, confirming her love and commitment to Brandon and clarifying her decision to tie the knot in a meaningful and emotional way. However, their wedding was not a traditional one. Gabourey has shown that she did not want to follow the usual rules of a classic wedding. She has stated that their wedding needed to reflect their unique relationship and be very personal. The wedding was not just a ceremony, but a real party, full of fun and freedom. When it came to her outfit, Gabourey decided not to wear the traditional white wedding dress, instead experimenting with bright color choices and bold accessories. One of her favorite outfits from the wedding photo shoot was a pink dress with a distinctive African design. Gabourey said that this could be the outfit she would wear on her wedding day. She sought to incorporate cultural elements into her outfits to express both her love for her roots and her own unique style of dress. She also wore accessories such as large jewelry and feathers, highlighting her personality and creativity. Gabourey and Brandon's wedding was not only a union of two people, but also a love between cultures. With deep respect and love for each other, it was a memorable wedding, reflecting exactly what they wanted, a joyful day, filled with joy and love. In February 2024, Gabourey and Brandon shared another big piece of news. They announced that they were expecting twins, marking a new phase in their journey of love and family. Just a few months later, in June 2024, Gabourey gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl, completing a happy circle in their family. The birth of two little angels is not only a complete joy, but also a testament to lasting love and deep connection in the family.